In this Star Wars Eclipse news update video, I'm going to be sharing with you an actual update coming from the developers themselves. That's right, Quantic Dream have finally discussed Star Wars Eclipse for the first time in a few years, plus I have a few other little bits of information as well. Before we do dive into all of today's news regarding Star Wars Eclipse, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on this game. So it's been a few months since we last heard anything on Star Wars Eclipse. I made a video going over a casting call sheet that I was sent over, talking about one of the main characters in the game. It gave us some details about this character, the game's story, and more. You can watch that video if you missed it by clicking the icon in the top right hand corner of the screen. But aside from that, for the past couple of years, there hasn't been much. Quantic Dream themselves haven't actually talked about the game whatsoever. However, that has all changed today. Whilst it's not a ton of information, they did put out some mention of Star Wars Eclipse. So a letter was written by David Cage, who is the person that created Quantic Dream and is the lead designer and writer behind their games. So he penned this note titled Writing a New Chapter, and it's to reflect on the 28 years of Quantic Dream's history, but also announce a new game that they are working on. He says that for years they've been a single project studio, but now they've decided to take a new step. So multiple teams are now fully dedicated to crafting the next generation of great games, including something very different, a competitive multiplayer experience, and then on top of that, Star Wars Eclipse alongside it. So Star Wars Eclipse has been in development for a few years now, but Quantic Dream have now confirmed they are also developing a second game at the same time. The statement goes on to say, of course, development of Star Wars Eclipse continues, and we are eager to share more with you in the future. It would be great to get an update from Quantic Dream in a visual format at the Game Awards at the end of this year. That's where it was revealed what will have been 4 years ago, which is crazy. If not, maybe we'll get something next year, in maybe a summer showcase, I don't know, but we really do need to see something. After all, Quantic Dream are still hiring people regularly for this project. In previous videos of mine covering this game, I've shown various developers that have announced that they have joined the Star Wars Eclipse development team at Quantic Dream. They've been hiring a lot of people over the past few years, but I've noticed in the past few weeks more developers coming on board than before. For example, Florent announced he joined the team 1 week ago. He is a lighting artist on the game. In the same week, Alexandra announced that he is also working on Quantic Dream. He was a contractor but is now a permanent member of the team as a visual effects artist. And he said that it's a great pride to be able to contribute to such an ambitious project alongside great people. A senior sound designer was employed 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, Zoe was an intern and they announced that they would be stepping away because it was a temporary position. They were part of the character team, which is apparently an incredible team within Quantic Dream, and they textured and shaded the various character assets for Star Wars Eclipse. And the list just keeps going on and on. Right now, all we can assume that the game is during full production, and that's it, because we have no other idea what's going on. Again, we just need more clarity on the situation. This is still a small thing. I know people would be expecting more from a statement like this from Quantic Dream, but at least we've got something. They at least came out and discussed it for the first time in a long time, and that, yeah, it's still in development, and they want to share more with us soon. So hopefully this side of Christmas, but who knows? There is no Star Wars Celebration next year, so we can't count on April for a reveal necessarily. I would love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so please do let me know down in the comment section below how are you feeling about Star Wars Eclipse. We're actually at the point where, aside from the EA games, this might be the next Star Wars game that ends up releasing, given that the KOTOR remake got rebooted and the other games just have not said a word for a very long time, and it's continuing to be a very, very poor time in Star Wars games history. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like to help support the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Star Wars Eclipse news updates. If you did miss any of my previous videos, including that casting sheet, be sure to click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.